The good fathers out there, because I see yous. I see the good fathers. I feel like a lot of conversation around baby fathers. It's like baby fathers ain't shit. Um, there's a lot of focus on the waste man baby fathers, and don't get me wrong, because I've done obviously cussed out mine, and you know what I'm saying. Obviously, I've had my words to say, so you know what I'm saying. But I got to commend the good ones. You know what I'm saying. Even though mine sometimes like shit, I got to commend the good ones. You know what I'm saying. And sometimes when I see baby fathers on the school run, like them kind of, let's big up them consistent fathers, in it. Big up them fathers, what like are just there like that. Like as I said, school runs. You know what I'm saying? Doing homework, plaiting hair, like. Just big up yourself. Big up yourself. If you're not a good father, what's doing all you can for your children, you get me? Regardless of the situation you're in, you're there for your children 100%. Get me? I see you, and I see a few people on my social, and I think, yeah, big up yourselves, man, because I see ya, and I feel like, as I said, there's not that much recognition for them good fathers there. So yeah, I feel like a lot of the times, some baby mothers can be a barrier to some of them good fathers being able to excel and being able to be there for their children like that, which to me I think it's fuckeries. Baby mothers are fuckeries, for the simple fact of, at the end of the day, like a lot of baby mothers do it out of spite, probably because they're still in their feelings or whatever, but it's fuckeries because you're spiting your children at the end of the day, especially if your child already had a bond with this with the father. Then obviously you like break up, and then you can't see the kid or whatever. That don't make no sense. Like, for once there's no safeguarding issue. For once there's no social services involved. There's no concern to your child's safety with the kid's father. Then I believe 100% make your baby father be involved as much as he can if he wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's rare. Trust me, it's rare. Like, even in my situation, I look around and I see, like, there's some fathers that wanna be there and can't. And then I look on my situation, and like as I said, a lot of some baby mothers just after money in it. Like, I'll take it to CSA, or you have to pay such and such before you can see your kids, or blah 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 blah. But I just think, how petty is that, and how sad. Don't get me wrong, like, kids are expensive. I understand that. And I think it's just because every situation is different. But in my situation, for years, when I'm saying years, my eyes open up wide. I don't ask my baby father for nothing. Um, Probably for like the first 3 years max. After we split, and obviously I noticed that things was kind of cutting down, and nothing was really buying, and you get me. I just noticed that it's just me buying, doing the school uniforms and certain things and stuff like that. Like, I had my time where I've cussed out and said, yeah, you ain't shit and blah blah blah. But sometimes you get tired of talking, and that's what happened to me. I don't know. I just get tired of talking, so it got to a point where I didn't ask for nothing. I just did what I had to do as a mother, and we do that. You know, moms out there, we just do what we got to do. I'm not in it a running down thing. You get me? Because I know, regardless, I'm gonna make sure my kids are good. I'm not gonna make sure my kids are pop down, looking at pop down on road. If I got to do what I got to do, I'm doing it. So my opinion, them look good on road, and you get me, that they've got what they need basically. Um, but in terms of my situation, I feel like I would prefer, which I've said this for years, it's not about the money for me, you know, not about the money for me. I prefer time. All I want you to do is spend time and with your kids. Like, what more could you ask for? So when I see these baby mothers out there what's running down, and not making their good dad see the pitney them and that, and I'm thinking, if only, if only, all I want is look a time for my kids to have it, and I can't even get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy out there. It's really crazy to know that some baby mothers just raw go on mad, and they don't take their children's consideration. feelings and emotions into consideration. It's just selfish and it's about themselves. But as I said, it's your own child that's going to be affected by that. So that just doesn't make no sense at all. None whatsoever. Oh dear. So yeah, but even like in terms of court orders and stuff like that, like to them good fathers out there, because I've in my line of work as well. I've not even just in my line of work, but just in general. Like I know people what can't get to see their kid, and the emotional effect it has on them. It's detrimental sometimes, because sometimes people only feel like it can get to a point where their children are all they've got to live for, and if you take that away from them, then they don't see no light at the end of the tunnel. People can turn to suicide. You get me? People can turn to severe depression. You know what I mean? Just because the baby mother wants to be a bitch sometimes in terms of the situation, just not make him have any access because they're not together or whatever. But them guys out there, I just want to say, don't give up hope. And if you love your child, and want to go to the ends of the earth and will do anything for them, the best thing you can do is go through the legal route. Don't bother, because a lot of these guys as well, they chase the baby mom, and I think the baby moms like the chase as well, and the running down and all that. You don't have to do like that. And a lot of baby mothers, they feel like they're God with they play God with their child, where like it's just theirs. But at the end of the day, if your name's on the birth certificate, if that baby's got your last name as well, you're laughing. Go straight to court. And don't get me wrong, obviously the court process, it can be lengthy, but in the long run it's worth it because you don't have to deal with the bullshit of your baby mother trying to play God and say, yeah, you can have them this week and no, you can't have them that week. When it goes to the court, it's a straight court order that cannot be breached, because if that gets breached by the baby mother, she's looking to go jail. She's looking to get sent to court, summoned to court. So at least with something what's set in stone by the law, that's the only way. You have to deal with these people accordingly. And if you can't like mediate with your baby mother to say, oh, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about this amicably as adults, for the sake of our children and what's the best for them, then it's best you go through the legal route. Definitely. As I said, I know a few people what's done it. As I said, it's a lengthy process and it does cost money, but to me, spending time with your kids is priceless. It doesn't matter what the price is. If you're a upstanding parent and someone cares about your kid and wants to be in their kid's life, then you will pay that money. Guaranteed. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you can do, because there'll be no ifs, buts or maybes. And then you know that the access is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about it. So, in terms of that, I would advise men to go through the courts every time. Don't even rise to the aggro from these baby mothers. It's just not worth it. It isn't. But yeah, I just thought, always man bashing the waste man baby fathers. Like, there are some good ones out there. There really are some good dads out there. And as I said, I do salute you guys. I see ya. I see some of them on social medias. I see them sometimes on the school run and stuff. And I do admire you. So, like, just keep up the good work. If you know you're a good father, you know in it. As I said, sometimes, like, I feel like some men don't break that cycle. But some men who I've spoken to it and have talked to said, listen, at the end of the day, their dad wasn't there for them. So, you know, obviously they want to be there and show their kids how a dad is supposed to, because they never had one. You know what I'm saying? And that is the best prize that you could ever have, is having your child grow up and admire you and say, you know what, my dad was always there for me and I could talk to my dad about anything. How rare is that in today's society? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like our generation, in terms of like obviously born in the 80s, generation, I feel like we have got some good fathers, because obviously a lot of our dads and stuff like that, in terms of when we was growing up, wasn't there. So I do feel like the dads in my generation, like my age group, they are more hands-on. You get me? Don't get me wrong, it's in all generations, but I could just generalize that for what I see. And that it's a good look. It's a good look. So, all you good baby daddies, big up yourself, big up yourselves, and keep doing what you're doing, man. And as I said, all them guys what can't get to see their youths now, don't give up hope. There's will, there's a way. There's support services out there. There's legal advice. Don't feel like it's just the baby mother what can control the situation. Take lead of the situation. Trust me, you'll be better off for it in the long run. Okay, guys. Until the next time, it's lovely speaking to you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.